Michael Landon, the beloved star of Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, and Highway to Heaven, captivated millions with his wholesome on-screen persona. But behind the camera, Landon lived a life that few could have imagined, a double life that he kept hidden for over 3 decades. While fans adored him as the kind, dependable, and morally upright character he portrayed, Landon navigated personal struggles and secret relationships that contrasted sharply with his public image. Sources close to him reveal that this hidden side involved private romances, complicated family dynamics, and decisions that he felt had to remain entirely separate from his career to protect his image and the careers of those around him. Landon was intensely aware of how the public and the press scrutinized every aspect of a celebrity's life, so he carefully constructed a facade that kept his personal complexities under wraps. Friends and colleagues often sensed that there was more beneath his cheerful demeanor, but no one could have predicted the extent of his private challenges. Despite the outward appearance of perfection, Landon grappled with deep emotional struggles and moral dilemmas, often feeling torn between the life he presented to the world and the one he truly lived behind closed doors. Part of this double life involved managing conflicting family responsibilities. Landon had children from multiple relationships, and while some were in the public eye, others were kept entirely private. He went to extraordinary lengths to maintain this separation, ensuring that his work commitments and the pressures of fame did not expose these private realities. The actor also faced internal conflicts about how much of himself to reveal to the world. He feared that any disclosure could damage the public's perception, as well as his relationships with co-stars, producers, and fans who had come to idolize his virtuous image. Landon's careful balancing act extended to his professional life as well. On set, he was known as disciplined, inspiring, and generous, a mentor to younger actors and a reliable presence to crew members. Behind the scenes, however, he navigated a web of secrecy that required constant vigilance and emotional energy. According to accounts from those close to him, maintaining the duality of his life often weighed heavily on him, creating moments of intense isolation. Even in personal correspondence and private diaries, Landon reflected on the paradox of being publicly adored while privately conflicted, revealing a man profoundly aware of the complexities of fame and human desire. For over 30 years, he succeeded in keeping his personal life shielded from public view, but as the years went on, the strain of secrecy became increasingly difficult to bear. It wasn't until recently, through interviews with family members, biographers, and close friends, that the truth about Landon's hidden life began to emerge. These revelations show that while he was celebrated for his on-screen heroism and kindness, he was also a deeply human figure, capable of mistakes, secrets, and private joys and sorrows. This dual existence did not diminish his accomplishments but instead adds nuance to the legacy of a man who managed to balance celebrity, family, and secrecy for 3 decades. Michael Landon's story is a reminder that public figures often carry private burdens that remain unseen, and that the person we see on screen may be only a fraction of the full story. Understanding his double life offers fans a more complete picture of the actor they admired, a man whose life was far more complicated and rich than anyone could have imagined, and whose personal struggles remained hidden until now.